Anyway, right, now, questions. Anyone around here know what a Peckaloo is? Yeah? This is a song about an old goat. Well, we shut up these lads up here now and we might hear some. Anyway, this is the story of an old goat, and it's called the Peckaloo. Now Mickey Lang was a farmer with a handy bit of land. He had just the grass of 3 cows, yet though he was doing grand. Now the income out of 3 cows, it was really very shook. But the way he made his money was with a fine big billy puck. Now he was a fine animal as your eyes did ever see, and if you ever saw him, I'm sure that you'd agree. He had outstanding markings, he was grey with a basta blue, but his most outstanding part was his fine big Peckaloo. He was really very popular, the shergar of the goats, yet not as hard to feed him, yet we'd not give him oats. Now the only oats he wanted was to get enough to do, for the part that gave him trouble was his fine big Peckaloo. One day the goat he broke away from the place where he was tied, and delighted with his freedom, sure he roamed the countryside. Over hills and hedges he ran while he had no sense, until at last he came to 6 rows of a barbed wire fence. Well, he ran at it regardless, and he cleared it, well now that's true, but dangling on the top row, where he left his Peckaloo. McGean, he led his poor cook home, his head hung in defeat, to see his fine prized animal with nothing left underneath. Now his face turned green with envy, then it turned a shade of blue, to see his lifelong pride and joy without his Peckaloo. Then Sunday morning after mass, the priest called Mick back in. He said his little nanny, it was her mating time again. McGean was in an awful state, he didn't know what to do, for he couldn't tell the priest the pup had lost his Peckaloo. And then that Sunday evening, the priest came with his goat. McGean was feeling guilty, but he didn't want to show it. He let out the puck as usual, that's all he could do, but the poor puck couldn't function without his Peckaloo. Now the priest was pure disgusted with antics of remains. McGean says, I know well what's wrong. He won't do it in front of the priest. Oh, leave her there till tomorrow. And now that's what you must do. When the priest was gone, he got a puck with a smaller Oh, now listen all ye fellas, the moral it makes sense, and don't attempt to jump too high across the barbed wire fence, for if you happen to chance it might just happen to you. You be going off and meeting your girlfriend without your Peckaloo.